Hello everyone and welcome to day one of Bookmas. I honestly cannot tell you how excited I've been to film this. I've been planning it for just over a month now. You wouldn't have seen those videos because I re-filmed quite a bit because, as you can see, I'm in the UK, which is where I'm going to start this. A lot of footage will be taken at my husband's house and then also, or my husband's mother's house, and then also here. We are staying in an Airbnb, so I don't have much to work with, but please bear with me. I am trying my best to, just get into the festive spirit. I've been dying to film a full Vlogmas / Bookmas since I started YouTube on my other channel, which is a makeup channel, but for some reason I just couldn't think of enough content to film over the course of the days. We will be doing 12 days. Hopefully I might do a couple of bonus videos because I don't like not filming. I just spent a week just prepping for this, reading nothing, doing nothing, just getting ready for this, and I was itching to film. So today is the first day and I'm really excited. So in today's video we'll be getting into the festive spirit. On the agenda we have reading a Christmas book, decorating the space that we have. I have a few things which I'll show you in a sec, and then we're also going to be doing a festive activity, having a fun festive drink. I think that's all I have planned for this video. There might be some other things, but that's the main agenda frame that we have for today. So without further ado, let's get into it and I'll show you a haul of all the things I got in order to decorate this room we're staying in. So I have a little haul. I thought I got more things, but I actually didn't. But this is all the things I got to decorate this room with. So a little baby haul. First, I just got some tinsel. I don't know, everything here is like basically red and white. I don't know, this room is orange, the theme is orange. On the door it says orange room, so it might clash, but anyway, we're still gonna make it festive. I got these two little Christmas light things. They're like Christmas light. They're like little presents, and then they light up, which I think I'm just going to put on the windowsill where you guys are balancing on. So I got two of these. I got a little garland, again red and white. Sorry if you can hear some crinkling. I got some lights, which are like these little Christmas tree things. I'm not sure where I'll put these, but it's got like a white light, which I really did like. And then I just got some fake eucalyptus and one of these to put in like a little thing that we have on the windowsill. So not much. I might add on as we go along, but I thought just to start this off with, we'd have something festive. Next, Christmas book. I've already kind of started on it because I wanted to give myself a slight head start, but this is the first book I picked up. It is called A Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. If you don't know, Sierra Simone writes the Priest series. I haven't read it, but heard about it, and she's brought that to a Christmas feel now. First a church, now Christmas. I don't know if I like it. I'm currently actually on page 47, chapter 4. I don't know, but I thought I'd just get this out the way just to introduce it. So we are following Sunny and Isaac. Sunny Palmer and Isaac Kelly. Isaac is a former band member and he's still contracted with his record label to do one more album. However, he's had like a hiatus because his wife passed away 5 years ago, so he hasn't written any music since his wife passed away. Sunny is a adult film star, but she is trying to transition from in front of the camera to behind the camera. So she's stupidly suggested a script to an exec. I don't know, I think she's still gonna produce like an adult film. She didn't think it through and she has no idea how to write a script or a screenplay or anything like that. They come together in this town called Christmas Notch, I think it's called Christmas Notch. Let me just make sure. There's a map in the beginning. Christmas Notch in Vermont. They are both there for one of their friends' wedding. One was a band member, the other one was an adult film star, and both of them were in the bridal party. They end up linking up and they do the nasty on page 22. So you can already imagine where this is going. I think both of them are going through something, which is the point of the story, but it's very smutty. He's having to like write this album, she's having to write the script. Both of them are struggling, so they decide to move into his mansion together and kind of help each other out. But like I said, the smut already, and it's a little bit cringy because they are trying to be so current, you know, with the times. They've mentioned TikTok. They've made like their own type of Netflix, so it's called Hopeflex or something like that, and it's just very cringy, and I'm already struggling. We're gonna try and get through this in the this video, and I think the video will end once we finish this book. Then the Christmas activity I think we will be doing, or festive activity we'll be doing in this video, is, as you can see, I've already kind of made a bookmark, but I don't like it. So I think we're going to work on making another bookmark. I have this little beading set that I got that's supposed to be festive themed. As you can see there, or I'll show you closer up when we get there, there's like candy cane stuff, and I don't know, it's just very festive. So that's the activity we will be doing. But I think first order of business, let's make a fun drink and then start decorating. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine in the background. I'm just washing our towels. But anyway, a fun drink, as you saw. I'm gonna do a matcha, but a salted caramel iced matcha. I haven't tried it cold yet. I've had it warm, which I did actually enjoy, but I think it would be better cold because the caramels taste like a little bit weird when it is warmed up. So I got this Monin. I don't know if you'll be able to see because of the lighting, but let's try and get a focus. There you go. So I got the Monin no added sugar salted caramel. As you know, I am a diabetic, so there are only so many treats I can have, but this is one of them. So let's go ahead and make my matcha. I don't make my matcha traditionally because I don't have time for the whisk and all of that, and I know it can be therapeutic, but for me, no. So I'll show you how I do mine. I'm so sorry, I have to use overhead lighting. Maybe I can just change your location so I'm not right under the light. So I have to use overhead lighting because the lighting keeps changing outside. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's quite grey. I'm in the UK, it's always grey. So, but I do have a studio light if I feel like it doesn't look too good. I know it can cast like orange light and then also loads of shadows, but for now I think it's okay. I had my fun drink secured. I already had a sip while I was setting everything up, and it's good. If you like sugar-free, I'd suggest this syrup. It's really, really good. I wish they had like the gingerbread one because that's my absolute favorite before I was a diabetic. This is really, really good. I didn't have enough milk, that's why I didn't add as much, but it's still really, really good and it feels really festive. Salted caramel, Christmas goes together hand in hand. If you don't know, I'm feeling super chatty. If you don't know, Christmas is not my favorite time of the year, but it is my husband. So he's made me a little bit more festive than I was before. Growing up, I didn't really love Christmas, but I'm starting to like it more. And I guess when we have our own kids, it will be fun as well. I just wanted to show you the space that we're working with. Let me take you off the tripod so I can just show you the whole space. So basically you can see the whole room from that side. So these are the wardrobes. Those two are not ours. That one is like half ours, but we have two bedside tables, the actual bed, absolutely nothing on the wall there, two hooks behind the door over there, this painting, a mirror over here, over there, and then our desk, which is really full because that's the only storage place we really have. So I have my red light because I get really bad seasonal depression. Bunch of stuff that is mine and my husband's over there. My laptop, my earphones for editing. And then we have my like stuff over there. These are all the books that I've read. I'm going to do a review on them really soon. And then some other festive stuff and all the books I want to read. And that's the windowsill. So this is the space that I'm working with, which is why I only got a few products like that. Products, I mean, like, what is it called? Decorations. There's only a few decorations. So like I was saying, I think I'm going to put those over there, the little presents, in the corner where the candles are, and then maybe move the candles to the center or vice versa. I think I'm going to string the lights up on there because I think it might look nice with the reflection of the mirror. I might put the garland over here and the tinsel on the back of the bed. So I usually film from the back of the bed. If you've been watching any of my videos over the last month or so, you'll see that I film a lot in this section. So I'm going to try add that. I do have an activity, I think, that includes decoration. So we'll see what we'll do with them. But this is the space we have. So let's go ahead and get decorating. Should take me like 20 minutes. Okay, lighting is terrible. Sorry. So let's move my matcha. I was thinking to put candles in the middle like this, and then this one's squashed, so I want to put it at the bottom and then kind of do it like that in the corner. Does that look cute? So this is the vase. These are all the bookmarks I've already made, so I've just popped that on there, and I was thinking to put these inside of it. That looks like a turd. What do we think? I think that looks nice and festive. A little bit of this fell off it as well. I might just pop it in here to add a pop of color. What do we think? Presents and those. What do we think? I like it. I think I like it. Then I was thinking to put these lights. One already fell off, but it is super cheap, so hopefully I can make it stick. I was thinking to string these up above the mirror. There, it fell off again. Hopefully we don't lose any more, but let's do it like that. And it's right in the middle. What do we think of that? That's cute. I don't know how I'm going to stick this on. I need like blue tack or like sellotape. I don't know if it will pop off again. What do we think of that? I think that's cute. Oh, it's such a small space. I have such little decorations, but I think I can always buy more when I figure out what else we need. I definitely think we need something for the side tables and maybe for the desk. I actually really like that there. It doesn't have the desired effect just yet, but I think we need to put something like this with it as well. So maybe I'll get some more tinsel or a garland as well, but that will have to wait for the next couple of days. Okay, this is super long. What if, I don't know if it will stick. Wow, okay, maybe that won't work. Okay. Maybe we could mix these. Okay, so I can't get it to stay on the painting, so I was thinking maybe I'll just add it with this. I don't know if it'll stay again. Oh, and the glitter. I think I might have to take like one of these balls off. I don't know how I'm gonna get it to stay. I feel like it's still gonna fall off. Oh, correct. What do you think? I don't even think you guys can see it properly. I don't like it actually, but I don't know how to get it to stay. Does that look better? I do not think so. And then I could put this here. That work, but I don't know what to do with that. I want to get like a small Christmas tree as well, or I might get two for each of the side tables, but for now, I don't know. I really don't like that there, but I feel like it's just gonna fall down the back of the bed as well. What if I put it on the window? Let's try the window. So it does have like these little loops here, and I open the window, I'll just have to lift it, but it has these for the window thing. We could put it here. Fuck, but it's still so long. That looks dumb. It's too long. Could do it like that. Let's see if we can. The middle window doesn't open anywhere, so if I just had to squash this in, that could work, but now it's uneven. But if I figured this out, I think that could work. The lighting isn't doing me justice, so I might turn that off as well. Okay, well, I turned these lights on. One works better than the other. Anyway, the blue one works a lot better, but I turned those on just so you can see. I think I like the garland up there, and I prefer the vase right there in the middle. Maybe I should get something that lights up with that as well. And then I really like this, but I think we need to add something extra there. I might check if they have anything at the shop because I need to do some grocery shopping. And then of course we have that, but I really want to get something for there and there. So let me know what you guys think. I definitely need to add some things before we progress, but for now, I like it. It's cute and it's festive. That is the decorating portion. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear me because my mic was literally attached to my neck there. That is the decorating portion done. I don't know. I think I'm going to just turn over my washing, and then we'll get maybe an hour of this read. Honestly guys, 10 minutes into reading, I just want to finish it. Like, I don't think I mentioned this, but I've never read like a Christmas themed book like as an adult ever, because Christmas wasn't my favorite, so I didn't ever feel the need to. But this book is doing my head in, like literally 10 minutes in, and they've mentioned okay, it doesn't even make sense when I'm reading it, but it says something about like environment was half of creativity, they said. I mean, I didn't know which they had said that, but someone on TikTok had probably said it, and I bet there were lots of comments agreeing with them. That's the second mention of TikTok on page 47. A couple pages later, this gave me the ick. He's like on some forum since his wife passed away. He's been like into hobbies that she was into before she passed away, and so he's joined this true crime forum. And Sunny, the roommate, she has a cat, and he's like quite a crazy cat. His name is Mr. Thomas, and he's a wild cat. He's wild, he's feral, and he's like now in his recording studio, and he's kind of scratching all the soundproofing off the wall. So he's gone onto this forum to ask people if you can train a cat not to scratch. And yes, you can get scratch pads, but anyway, he's dumb. He asks, okay, can you do anything to get the cat to stop doing that? And the commenter says, oh, just get a new cat. And then he's like, no, but it's my roommate's cat. And he's like, well, then get a new roommate. So he gets like all irate because he actually secretly likes her on page 50. And then he says, the commenter had no idea that Sunny was my boy band friend-in-law once removed, or that we were tethered by a bond of having tasted Jack Hart's scrotum. Ew, like why? That gave me such an ick. I'm on page 50 and I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's supposed to be like satirical and like funny, but it's not. It's just ew. Like even like their first sex scene was just gross. Like I don't know. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try push to like halfway through the book and then I'll let you guys know what I think. But so far, yuck. I'm not liking it at all. Sorry if you can hear anything in the background. Our tumble dryer is going now. Oh my gosh, so I just went shopping, but I'm like the most anxious person ever, and I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. I just get really anxious being out by myself, so I do wear my headphones, and I just had a really traumatic experience. I was in the self-checkout, and there are card-only machines and then card and cash, and I went to a card-only machine realizing I need to pay cash, so I just like scanned a few items, bagged them, got the receipt, and then I went back into line to get the other stuff in cash. And I don't know, I just felt so awkward. I didn't know what to do. I don't really know the money that well here. I know I've been dating someone from the UK for like I was dating him for 5. We've been married for like almost a year now, and I don't know their money, so I didn't know how to use the coins because I didn't know what it was, and there were people just watching me trying to obviously get their stuff done, and I just panicked, full on panic. I'm sweating. I had to run upstairs now, just have a quick wee, a nervous wee, and then drink some water because that was traumatic. I absolutely hated every second of that. Usually I just go stand in the line so like they can help you, but for some reason today I thought, oh, I'll just go self-checkout. Big mistake. But I just got some groceries. I have 2 bags full, so I thought we'd do a little grocery haul. I'd never do this because obviously I live in South Africa. I live with my parents, so when we do our grocery shopping, it's collective, so it's for the entire house. My mom and I usually do it together. My dad sometimes comes along with us, so we do it together. So I'm usually unpacking and stuff with my mom, but now I'm just doing groceries for my husband and I. So let me give you a quick haul. I think it's very mundane, but I always think it's fun when people do it in their vlogs. In no particular order, I'm just pulling out the bag. I don't know if this is how people do grocery hauls. This is what I got for the next 3 days. So we have the world's tiniest fridge as well. It's tiny, like a bar fridge. So we don't have much space, so we have to like shop in increments. But I got celery sticks because I use these as like a base for a soup as well as stews. It just adds like a nice build up for the sauce. Then I got carrots, which go along with that. I got some pasta. This is just for silly because I want to do a smoked salmon pasta, which brings us to the next thing, smoked salmon. I just cook for the 2 of us, and I only cook like for 1 night usually. And to go with the smoked salmon pasta, I got some garlic bread because my husband loves that. Then I got some pork sausages, and I'm going to do pork sausages with mashed potato and broccoli and gravy. I got mushrooms because I want to do like a chicken and mushroom stew. I got some, I don't know what this cheese is. It's Grano Padano. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm hoping it's like Parmesan because I couldn't see any Parmesan. It was this or Pecorino, and Pecorino is quite bitter, so I don't really like that. I got cream for our smoked salmon pasta, chicken for our chicken stew, and this is actually really nice. It's already like sliced up. It's mini breast fillets. Then I got some brown rice, which I can have for lunches as well as with the stew. And then I love these. They don't have a huge variety of like diabetic things here in the UK for some reason. South Africa, there's like an entire aisle. We have like diabetic chocolate, drinks, everything, but here they don't. So this is a brownie I found by a brand called My Protein, and it's got 25 grams of protein and it says low sugar. So I've had them a couple of times now. I use it as like if I feel like a treat, I use it as that with 25 grams of protein, which is good, but I usually eat like a quarter at a time, so it doesn't affect my blood sugar. So I'm really happy with that. Next bag Heavy, actually heavier than I thought it was. Now I have to carry it. Got 2 bottles of Fuel protein. What is it? The protein drink. My husband likes these, so I put them in for his lunches for work. But we only get like 2 at a time, because if I don't do like a hot dish for him, then I usually will do the protein shake. Got potatoes. I got 6 this time. Is it 6? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's more than 6. I actually got a lot of them. I don't know, they have so many different potatoes here in South Africa. We just have one type of potato, that's sweet potato and normal potato, and it does everything. Some of the potatoes here don't roast well, some of them don't mash well, so I was very confused. But this is Maris Piper, carefully grown for their light and fluffy texture, perfect all-rounder. So hopefully that will help, and I'm doing mashed potatoes with that. But it was like 50 cents cheaper to buy that pack instead of just the 4-pack, which I usually get, which was weird. Got my lactose-free milk because I didn't have any more left. I got bay leaves as well for my stew, and I made a soup, and it really is missing something if you don't add any bay leaves in it. Got some onions. I always need onion because I start everything off with onions. I got some gravy for when we do the mac gravy. Cauliflower for mash and gravy night. Oh my gosh, this table is full. And then we got some yogurts for my husband. I actually only got 3. I was meant to get 4 or 5. I can't remember. But I'll go to the shop again, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll just get him a few then. But like I said, our fridge is small, and you can see how much groceries I have here. And then the last food item I got here is just like some chicken seasoning. And I'll add this in the chicken stew. I'll season the chicken first. And then I got a few little Christmas things. I got this for my bedside table. I thought that was cute, and it was only £3. I can actually leave this in the bag. Then I forgot to get batteries, but I did get 2 more sets of like fairy light. This is so cute. It's little gingerbread men. So I just need to try and get some batteries. Don't know if I'll just go in the morning because it started raining, so I didn't want to turn back. And then I just got like a plain string light to maybe hang over the window. I don't know, but I just got these. This was only £1, I think. So yeah, I thought it was nice and cheap, and I thought I'd add that. But I'm just going to pack these groceries away, and then we'll place these somewhere. I also need to still go for a walk on my walking pad. It's only 12, so I think I might go for a walk on my walking pad like after lunchtime, so like 2ish, because yeah, I need to still eat lunch. But I had breakfast. I just had a slice of toast this morning, and I did yogurt and fruit, but I didn't end up eating it because the yogurt was like half frozen. It was too cold, so I left it next to my bed, and I'll probably have that with my lunch. I'm gonna pack everything away, and then I will come back and hopefully have some news on the book. I've just reached page 98, I think. I think I have like another 90 pages to read before I can tell you my opinion, but I'm not loving it. I'm really not loving it. Let me get this done, and then I'll chat to you guys again. Everyone, so next day, oh my gosh, it is absolutely freezing today. I have layers. I have like a little spaghetti strap top on, I have another long sleeve top on, and then a fleece on top of it, and I'm absolutely freezing. My hands are like icicles right now. But anyway, I guess the cold is getting us in the Christmas spirit, because in South Africa we have our Christmas during the summer, so it's always a shock to my system. But I've come with an update for A Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I'm currently on page 210, chapter 15. I think that's what it is. Chapter 19. Sorry, I can't read apparently either. I'm not liking this. I'm really not liking this. I don't know. I just feel like they're trying so hard. It's not giving me like any type of Christmas vibe. Besides the fact that they keep mentioning the town's name, which is Christmas Notch. There's like stupid places in Christmas Notch called like St. Nicholas's Cemetery. There's Holy Night Chapel, Dilly Dally Ski Resort, Frosty's Diner. Like they have Christmassy names, but nothing about about this feels like Christmas. Like, I don't understand. Like, it could just be a winter book. Why did it have to be a jingle bell mingle? Like, I don't know. I'm really not liking it. That's one thing they keep doing. Obviously, the two of them, Isaac and Sunny, they are meant to be roommates, but they say something stupid. They call themselves roommates with bennies, so like friends with benefits. And like, TikTok has been brought up numerous times. They just did a Taylor Swift reference, which immediately makes me want to DNF. Like, if you don't know, I'm not a Swiftie at all. I don't get it. The cult-like mentality just, it baffles me. I'm really not liking it. It's feeding like, I don't want to give it a 1 star because it's not completely unreadable, but like maybe a 1.5. A 2 feels like a good. 2 means like I personally didn't like it, but like 1.5 for me feels like you shouldn't read this either, because unless you're just in it for a smutty time watching two kind of lost grown adults navigating life and denying the fact that they have feelings for each other, which they came into the book like page 1 with feelings for each other and denying it. He is widowed, and that's like his entire personality, which he actually mentions numerous times. He's like, oh, I just want to be left to decay in peace because my wife died 5 years ago and I can't see myself ever moving on. Ooh, there's Sunny. She's so sexy. My heart feels my chest feels so warm and fuzzy inside. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, I'm not liking it. I'm getting rude. And this is not getting me in the Christmas spirit. Maybe what will? I'm obviously planning to hopefully finish this today. My husband's actually finishing work early today, which I don't normally like because obviously then I don't get to film as much, but I definitely will read. I'm literally talking so fast and so much, I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm going to start making a couple of bookmarks. I think I have like 2 kind of ideas in my head about what I want to do. I always think them up. This was the worst one I've ever done, but I have like some ideas of what I want them to look like. So let's go make a fun drink again. I think I'm gonna have a salted caramel iced coffee, even though it's fucking freezing. I still really want to have an iced coffee, and then we'll go downstairs and start making our bookmarks. Okay friends, I'm just holding my camera in my hand just to show you everything because I don't have like an overview camera mount, but this is all the things that I have. So these are the hooks that I get from Amazon. They just look like this, as you can see. So there's got a little hole there. From my experience, these are all the things I think obviously you need. You need a hook, or at least something that you can put the beads onto. Then I got some beads, which I hate these little rubber beads. They're so stupid, but sometimes they just come in sets, and it comes in the cheapest sets. I didn't want to get something too expensive because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it as much as I actually do. These are like the Christmassy themed beads that I get. I got. We have like little rubber things like this that can go in between. And then we also have some charms that you can hang on the edge of it. Very cute. Love that. Then I have all of this. Oh, sorry, I had to move. Then I have all of this here. This came with the other beading set, which I'll show you now, but they string, but it's way too thick for any beads to go onto. So it's actually just a waste. Then I have some tools. So I have these like long nose pliers and another one over here that has like more of like I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it has like more of a rounded edge. So you can actually roll things as well, which is pretty handy if you make other jewelry. And then these are just like cutters. So they're basically scissors. Then I got this like elastic plastic stuff that you can use to hang off the hook or make jewelry with. And it came with this set over here. And then I have these two. I have both black and clear. I think it's also just like jewelry stuff. I don't know what to call it, but I have that. That is all the things in here that I would recommend. Also have this beading set, which I said came with this. I'm thinking to do one with like this color, like a minty green, because it actually matches a lot of covers that are Christmas covers. So this is another beading set that I like. Honestly, it's very limited with what you can make, but I do really love all these colors. So I found it really handy. Then this is a new addition, which I only discovered that I needed once I started making the bookmarks. So these are crimps and clamps. I didn't didn't know. I thought you could just tie it in a knot, but with the plastic stuff, it can unroll itself. So if you tug a little bit too hard, it can unravel. So I thought just to be safe, we'd get these. However, they are like the clam clamps or clam crimps and all of those things if you make jewelry. There's also like lobster claws. Don't know if it's focusing, but there's lobster claws. It's got everything for jewelry making, or at least beginner jewelry making, which I do not use. What I use are these little, let me put it down on the table and hopefully you can see better. It's like these little circle things that you use these long nose pliers with, and you just crimp it and it keeps your thing secured. So I'll show you how I do that in a second when I turn around the camera. This is my iced coffee. It's actually really, really delicious. I did, however, have to add a little bit more milk because it was very strong. I don't know why I just went out of focus, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm also turned around because I didn't want to be backlit, and then I also have a light above me, so sorry if the shadows hit funny, but let's go ahead and I'll show you what I do. I am going to simultaneously film a little bit for a short. I am just going to be sitting here in silence chatting to you guys while I do this. Sorry again for the washing machine. I just changed our bedding this morning. The tumble dryer, not the washing machine, is going, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to get started on making these. I really hope that you guys can see everything, but I'm trying to do a different little view, and this is the most my camera can tilt forward, so bear with me. I have my little hook here. This is self-explanatory. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you, but anyway, just bear with me because otherwise I have to sit here in silence. So I usually measure a little bit more than I want with the string. I prefer the white, actually. That was pretty short. No, it's all right. Okay, so I am going to take silver crimpy things. They're called crimps, in case you didn't know, because I didn't know that. I thought they were like fasteners or clamps or something, but they're called crimps because you crimp it with the pliers that I have. So I grab one of these, thread it through the string. Should I zoom in? I hope you can see now. My foot's itchy. I thread it through my string, then I thread it through the hole or the little eye in the hook, and then you thread it back through this little bead. So depending on how thick your like wire is, I usually just pull it taut so it creates some space, and then I stick it right through. You want to kind of leave some space there so it can move around and it's not stiff, and also a little bit of a tail so it doesn't pull through if you tug at it. Then I take the flat nose pliers. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you like that, the flat nose pliers, and obviously we crimp this flat. If you use too much pressure, I think with these cheap crimps you can break it. Just be careful. Then I just pull like this to see if it's tight enough. If it starts to move or anything, I'll just go back in and just make sure that I got all sides clamped, and that's how I get started. And I end off the same way as well with a little charm. Also, this is handy, these flat nose pliers, to get, I'm going to move this for now, but it's handy to get the beads out because sometimes my thick butter fingers let go of them, so let go of the beads. So I was thinking for this one, I want to do red, green, and silver. Not sure if I want to add one of these in because it might just break it up, because I like to have like a break in my charm. Maybe I'll try that and see how it looks. So again, this is very self-explanatory. I kind of just follow a pattern, red, green, silver, a break in the pattern, and then kind of just see how it looks. I try to tuck this tail in as well because some of the bigger beads, they can take both tails in, so I try to thread it through like that. That is what we have so far. I hope you can see that. That is what we have so far, and I'm just going to repeat the process. Do we like it? Yeah, I think I really like that. I think I'm just going to repeat the pattern all the way through, or shall we add something like that in the middle? I don't know if you'll be able to see again. Okay, let me repeat my pattern once more and then I'll have a look. There's also this cute little, I think it's a reindeer. So I don't know if I want to use that on my next one. That's actually very cute. But I think I will use this little Christmas tree. So now when I usually have a break in my pattern like that, like I've done repeats 3 times, I'll change it around now. So instead of going red, green, silver, I'll go silver, green, red, and then work my way back. I don't know, it just makes sense in my brain. I really love doing this though. I think it's so much fun. I've made so many. You've probably seen in one of my November videos when I just got these. Well, it is still November, I'm pre-filming, but in one of my November videos when you guys will see them, I did a few. I think I've done like 7 or 8 of them, and I have so much fun, but I just want to get more variety of beads and like different textures as well, because I think it's so therapeutic. Like I just can sit here and do it for ages. But let me finish this. Okay, because I did 3 repeats on that side, I do 3 repeats on this side. I'm gonna end on a red again, so it all looks cohesive enough. I think that's long enough. It's actually really cute. I like it. I didn't like my first one I made. And I think I'm going to add a charm on the end. Let's see all of them. They don't give you that many. Oh, this reindeer is really cute as well. I think I'm gonna go with this wreath. I think the wreath is the cutest. So again, we take one of these, oh, they're right here. We take one of the crimps. I thread it through, yeah, add on my charm. You can add like a little ring around it, but I think it just makes it too long then. And then I would just repeat the process from when we started. And again, you want a little bit of room at the bottom of it, but I also don't want too much room on the top of or the bottom of my last bead. So I'm going to do it like that. I'll show you in a second, and then we'll crimp that off. Then I chop some of this tail off, tuck it in, and there we go. Done. and I finally finished it. I actually finished it this morning. I don't know, I'm stuck between a 1.5 star and a 2 star because it was so frustrating towards the end of the book. I was skimming and I just didn't care. I literally did not care about a single character in here, not even a little bit. Maybe a 1.5 star. And would I recommend it? Absolutely not, unless you like just smut and not really much plot. There is a little bit of a mystery that they have to solve in it, but it's so cringe and so it gave me secondhand embarrassment because it was trying too hard, just trying too hard. I was looking for like a Hallmark movie that is cringe and is weird but somehow is like heartwarming. This was none of those things in my opinion. So really good start to Bookmas, isn't it? With the first book being a 1.5 star. I don't know if I'm excited to read any more Christmas books, but we do still have 2 in the next 12 days, so we'll have to wait and see what we think about that. But with that being said, done. I just wanted to show you the other bookmarks I made. I don't know if you could see much yesterday. So this is, I actually got it on the wrong way, but this is one of them, which is actually my favorite, I would say. I think I did this one with you guys on camera as well. And I really like the wreath at the end of this. See if my camera will focus. Need to hide my face. There we go. The wreath is so cute at the bottom over there. And then the last one where my camera died, unfortunately, I made this one with a little reindeer at the bottom. How cute is that? I think this one and this one are my favorite. That's the end of today's video and I will see you guys tomorrow for another day. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I feel like I still need a couple of ideas to fill in like a couple of days because my ideas that I had kind of fell through. So I'm not sure what I will do, but let me know what you guys think of this video down below in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe and I shall see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.